First, before I show you some ideas about how to play the game, using these variant rules, I want to show you. Currently, I have for myself developed 6 different bot factions. I got them on color-coded paper because I was trying to save time so I can get this out so I can start playing myself. Obviously, when you do your own, you can add you can add images and names and all that extra stuff if you want to. That's all up to you. But as you can see, I got 6 colors: green, red, white, blue, yellow, and orange. And in the description of this video will be a link to a Reddit post where have a I have all the information about these six bot factions laid out. So if you want to use what I already the work already did and simply print out some stuff for yourself, it will be there. Now, not every thing in here is my own come from my own mind. Some of this stuff is just copies of some of the cards from the base game, for the game as a whole, I mean. Now, as you can see, because the minions and actions are separate from each other, instead of just having, like, you play against the red and the white uh, factions, you can also mix it up where you can have the white minions, the blue actions, red minions, and the yellow actions. So if you do it this way, which I just call simply rainbow, if you do it you make a rainbow, what will happen is you will have a lot more variety. Oop, what? That's the wrong one. But anyway, you have a lot more variety, and I did the math there. If you mix it up with the bots, where you have uh, random minions and random actions spread across the 6 different bot factions, you can get over 100 plus combinations of different bots playing. Now, to go over simply what they are, the green ones are about power and power counters. The orange is about movement. The yellow is about extra actions. The blue is about destruction and negative effects. The white is about extra minions. And lastly, red is wild card. Red has 10 unique minions and 10 unique actions. Now, as you can see from the top, got a couple zeros in there. Actually, got 4 zeros, 2 4s, 2 5s, and 1 8. Um, and these guys, some of them are like this right here is basically the Ghost Knight from Astro Knights. Yeah, Ghost Knight from Astro Knights. But there's some other stuff in here like I use it, it's a timer type deal. Some of my ideas, different things to do with Smash Up that may be a little bit overpowered, whatever like that. But I thought it'd be interesting. Just go ahead and throw them on out here. Anyway, next we're going to move on to just a brief little thing to show you how I play it, and hopefully it's clear and concise. Anyway, y'all have fun. Okay, this is just a small sample of things at the beginning of the game playing with the bots. Um, the first part of setup is uh, determining which base is going to be what. I see little pieces of paper by each base too. So when I roll the dice, I know which base I'm referring to when the dice result come up. Also, you whatever way you choose, pick 2 bot factions and separate the minions and the actions. Here I color coordinate them so they're easy to do when cleanup happens. But Then after that fact, when the game starts, the player is going to always go first. So let's say the player went first. He played Diviner on here, and then you choose to play this action on Diviner. And the player's turn's over. So what would happen on the bot's turn is you play a minion first by flipping over the top card of the minion deck. And to determine where this minion is going to play at, you roll the dice. And you see it says 4. So the minion would play right here. And after the minion's play, you read the card, see if it got any effect at this point in time. This particular minion does not have an effect at this time. Then you go ahead and play an action. You read the action, play on the bot minion, read the action, and you follow what it says. Now, since this one right here, there is no other bot minions out here, this will automatically get played on this minion right here. But in the case of if there was other bot minions out here, like let's say this guy was over here, what would happen is that, okay, you only got 2, so one of them designated, since it's already got 1, 2 right here. This one would be 1, 2, 3. This one would be 3 through 6, and then you roll the dice. 6. So this action would get placed on this right here. Now you read it, you would read the action, see how it affects the minion or whatever. If it doesn't affect the minion in any way, that would cause the base to break or any other actions to take. You would just go ahead and end the bot's turn. Player will go, bots will go again. And, doing this, if we decide where this was going to play, okay, here we go over here with this. And the ongoing ability will take effect with this guy over here. Now the action. So now we have 3 guys out here. And we would determine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. On this one. Now, other way to determine when it comes out to a random play on a random bot minion. One other way to determine is to determine the base first to narrow it down what minions you're talking about. Then after you find out what the base is, and then you randomly assign it between the minions there. But either way you decide to, whatever way you decide to determine which random minion gets assigned to is fine. There's no right or wrong way to determine how to determine which minion gets assigned to, or that fact which base it gets assigned to, as long as you're consistent with what you do. And everything else about it is the same, at the end, you make sure to see if the base breaks, scoring, and all that. As far as determining who the winner is, as well as the player or the bots, several different ways can be done. The conventional way, whichever side gets the 15 VP first, is the winner. But as is the case with this, or the case when you make your own bot factions, they might be a little bit overpowered, or they might cause bases to score faster than they normally would. So in them cases, you can decide to go to 20 VP or 25 VP. Or you can do it where after X number of bases have broke, whichever side has the most VP after that point is declared the winner. You can whatever way you decide to determine this is up to you. There's no hard and fast rule. Um, is the main thing with everything as long as you be consistent with it and be honest with yourself with what you're doing. I'll reiterate again, whichever way you choose to implement these rules, uh, more power to you. If you choose to create other bot factions, or there's a possibility of other converting the current factions into bot factions by changing a few cards and things like that. I'll be interested in seeing what the creative people in the community come up with. I wouldn't mind adding some more bots uh, to the roster. And but anyway, the main thing is so people can have fun when there's not a whole lot of social interaction going around. Let me know what you think. And like I said again, you can feel free to use this however you want, change it however you want. And again, I hope everybody has fun.